Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense comes on the field first today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, West Virginia.
First down at 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Mountaineers will have first and 10 here.
First down, West Virginia.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. This is the 6th play on the drive. Give it to the back again.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Makes the catch downfield. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. On the 10th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. Can he get there on the ground? They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Game moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up the first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. They stop him quickly, but not before a gain down to the 6. It's first and goal. Mountaineers will line up now. It's first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. It's a second and goal play for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marking. The completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. On the move, looking deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. The Wolverines are going to cash in this red zone trap. Ball handed off. Eludes a tackle. Offense getting set. It's second down. So it's West Virginia in front, Kurt. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Got space, looking to score. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme, and you better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep flicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. It's a first and 10 play coming up for the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Mountaineers pick up enough for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. He's a first and 10 play.
First down, West Virginia.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. The Mountaineers will try to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Now it's 2nd down here. The back's got it. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
And the Mountaineers have 1st and 10 here. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Caught quickly. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. 2nd down after that completion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the right side. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 1st down and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the receiver's got it.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Got him. He's sacked. They'll go hurry up here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Quick throw, catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. The Mountaineers will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it here. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Pass not complete. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He makes the grab. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch is made down the middle. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football.
And the Mountaineers will kick this deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, and stay ahead of the sticks.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's caught across the middle. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner will be brought down. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Mountaineers lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings it down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Sticking with the running game. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught in the flat by the running back. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. And the Mountaineers come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, West Virginia. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And on the carry, he's heading left. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. So it's West Virginia in front, Kurt, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. He's going to hand this off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, it's just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage C gets the returner to the ground. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Pass caught. Second down now. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Prescorn. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the quarterback dropping back. He lets it go on the move. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And he pulls in the catch. Big gain, lose the ball in enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31. The Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Second down play coming up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Wolverines are going to cash in this red zone trip. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. They look to throw it here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And it looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And that run produces a decent gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Handoff to the back, and it'll keep the clock moving. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? They'll run it from the gun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The Mountaineers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes a quick catch. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Well, this head coach told us we've prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.